Lama Gong lo la gupche gong ga ni ma da ye Gong ni ma ho ta gong la zhu chi ya la kya le yo Zang lo yong chi dir che
초종 산에 매사추세츠 나데기 조조 오메기 소미 쿠샤 스티븐 오웬스 디네 먼저 통마 아릴라 비미 직동 해베가기 아니 진다나게기 아니 낭미카지 베페샤 비게제 아니 망고레 Tita Chotsung Tony, Mozo, Boston Sanelia, Logic Chazan Tony, and Zerin Nato Pebe Tony, and Udin Sung the Shure, Udin Sung the Shure, and Shedan the Mozo, Same Yambu the King Kiva Tony, and Udin Sung the Shure, Dila Mozo Sayime Lota, Chuzoka, Manzoka, Dineki, Songi Dezeka, Mozo de Shendem Nile Soba, and Mozo Simjin Setata Soba, and Simjin Pendo Cheva. 아니 김 매력이 믿어서 셀라피어 이 참제기 레리토 나서 차피어 딘데기 토니 먼저 딘나서
community with joy, reverence, and deep love to celebrate the 90th birthday of His Holiness the great 14th Dalai Lama. As Tibetans, we hold profound gratitude for all that His Holiness has given us, not only as our spiritual guide, but as the protector of our identity, our dignity, and our dreams. To us, His Holiness is the heart of Tibet, our sun and moon. His presence lights our path, and His legacy continues to shape who we are. From the depths of our hearts, we thank His Holiness for His lifetime of sacrifice, service, and unwavering love for the Tibetan people. This special milestone year is known as Kundun, the Year of Compassion, a year-long celebration and a living tribute to the values His Holiness has embodied: compassion, non-violence, humility, and hope. It is a reminder that each of us carries the responsibility to help create a more compassionate world through our words, our actions, and the way we care for one another. Throughout this year, Tibetans around the globe will come together in prayer, in service, and in collective action. Whether it's volunteering, caring for the earth, helping a neighbor, or simply showing more patience and love, every act becomes part of a greater legacy of compassion. May this year deepen our unity and renew our commitment to our culture, our values, and to each other. Happy 90th birthday, Your Holiness, the great 14th Dalai Lama. May you continue to bless this world with your wisdom and warmth. May your message of compassion echo through every corner of our lives. And may we carry your teachings forward with open hearts and steady steps. Thank you all for being here, and we hope you enjoy this beautiful and meaningful celebration. Thank you.
Boston Purishiti Chumpen Goneta, Gudi Gatedra Tadakata, Kadi, Lezum Muji Peshari, Delita de Mama Nombatum, Jajo Noedela, Kechebudu, Tadapata Jajo Norushum, 아니 양라 단다데 가서 레지 먹고 대대리 대치가 뭐만 넘어도 굳이 인지민지 되네 소소통에 드리고 샴제 로스디 가서 단다 로 간사지 가서 스튜디오 치고리 대치가 가서 뭐만 넘어도 굳이 더더 소소군에 아니 굳이 인지민지 차로 먹고 너무 주의 메시지가 단다디 계셔라 저거체 아니 라마 선음체 아니 라마 미마초 부디기 체는 대시대들 뭐지기 예송부들 단다바들의 제사리 아니 대체가서 양자 뭐 대대대 아니 넘어서 고간대 슈이네 아니 초배그 착주시는 토지체 슈이 아니 주제 뭐도 넘어오시는 토지
매미자 대대지 주반남지 인대지 지난 부사정의 친구 추기 근데 레지먼트 페이지 주주 가리 중앙은 배다 배미 채소기 제타 문트 님메지 이야정的이스만치바다 세계 방미윤 배미 조고 유지 차지된 연구초라推荐 가르라메의 시시지다
공사주 전제의 퍼즐 소마타 자거령도 거래가 자체적 튼절 로그 쉐신 저 버저 투모 모임이 주도 외정 소주체 추거당 요거 신유대에서
You've chosen to come to Watertown to celebrate His Holiness the Dalai Lama's 90th birthday today. And I bring welcome from not just the state, but also the city of Watertown. So thank you so much for coming here today. I will say, before I get into it, we will have at the State House an event on Thursday where we will be presenting a resolution honoring His Holiness the Dalai Lama at that event. So please, if you do times. There are forces seeking to exploit and inflame our disagreements and differences for political gain. And there are those here and abroad who proclaim that compassion and empathy are flaws to be avoided instead of virtues to be celebrated. But celebrating the Dalai Lama and his contributions to build a better and kinder world, it helps us remember that we need to push back against that darkness and speak out for freedom and for human dignity. So I thank the Tibetan community in Boston and worldwide for giving us this celebration. I thank the Dalai Lama himself on his birthday for his pushing forward in human rights, for his pushing forward in compassion especially, and for giving us this cause to come together in this celebration. So thank you so much all for coming out today.
Congressman Barney Frank of Massachusetts, whose efforts helped secure this legislative provision, and Ed Bednar, whose tireless advocacy was instrumental in bringing this vision to life. Their work alongside every sponsor, volunteer, and ally helped lay the foundation for the vibrant Tibetan American community that we see today. And for many of us, this story is very personal. My own father, Gorshey, was a recipient of a resettlement visa. He came to the United States through this very program, and in 1996, when I was 3 years old, my mother and I reunited with him here in Boston. This program changed the course of my family's life, and I know many in this room carry similar stories. The Tibetan American journey is one of resilience.
Celebratory event. It's just fabulous. I can hardly believe that it's been over 30 years since 1,000 Tibetans came to this country as part of the Tibet-U.S. resettlement project. 3 of the Boston area Tibetans who came stayed with my wife and I in 1993. Tsering Sangpo, who's here, Tsering Wangdi, and Kelsang Namgyal. And they came in 1993, and later their families to uproot themselves from their homes in Asia and come over here to this new country that they didn't even know. And that they succeeded is abundantly apparent in what we're seeing here right now, with all the small children who sang the national anthems, really touching. And the younger generations also did a very wonderful thing when they published the Tibetan resettlement stories, the Voices of Boston, that oral history. It was just a beautiful book. chronicling the stories of their parents, grandparents, and others, and saving those important, often wrenching stories for posterity. Really wonderful.
Enduring commitment to peace, compassionate leadership, and courageous nonviolent resistance in the face of oppression, embodying universal responsibility and the enduring pursuit of justice. And whereas for more than 7 decades, His Holiness has led the Tibetan people in their ongoing struggle for freedom and dignity, establishing a lasting legacy of democracy, religious and cultural freedom, and comprehensive Tibetan language education in exile, while advocating for compassion, religious tolerance, and nonviolence throughout the world. And whereas this milestone year has been designated by Tibetans and supporters around the world as the Year of Compassion.
Stella can't do this song. It's so sacred.
아, 나 그런 요즘 하지. 내가 못 쉬고. 다 그렇게, 또 그렇게.